Today, I will tell you the story of why I'm scared of the internet. This story can be summed up in 3 words: Christian Weston Chandler. Now, if you don't know who Christian Weston Chandler is, let me tell you about a story of a man that now is a woman and weird stuff. Let's start with every story from the beginning. In this case, it's 2007, or rather earlier, where Christian Weston Chandler started to create the mixture between Sonic and Pikachu and called it Sonic Chew. This is a webcomic created by Christian Weston Chandler about the adventures of Sonic Chew with himself as the father. In 2007, Christian Weston Chandler came forth to the public and presented himself. From that point onwards, internet history was written. Leaks, drama, stories, love. A lot has happened with Christian Weston Chandler. The oversharing of information about someone's self, it's incredible. This story is one of a kind. If you know about Christine Weston Chandler, how she prefers to be called today, you know how iconic this story is. But if you don't, I won't be able to tell you the entire story about Christine Weston Chandler or Christian Weston Chandler, since I would be rambling on for at least 3 to 4, maybe even 5 hours. So I'm just gonna tell you the story that I know and from what I can remember. Christian Weston Chandler was always a big Sonic fan. There's a clip online of him winning a contest about a Sonic fan fiction drawing. He won that and he won some prize and was on the local news. After that, he created the Sonic Chew and came forth to the public in 2007. After that, he said he is on a love quest. He started these personal vlogs. They are very personal, and he started to talk about how he wants to find someone to love and how boys should like boys and girls should like girls, boys should like girls and girls should like boys. And he said he's on a love quest. The Encyclopedia Dramatica wrote basically a wiki page about Christian Weston Chandler. He didn't particularly like it, so he came forth to the hater and wanted to create an overflow on data to crash the servers on the Encyclopedia. It didn't work out how he planned it though. He basically overshared his own informations, filled it with pictures of him having sex with someone and very weird stuff, okay? Very weird stuff. Christian Weston Chandler, I have to note, has autism, okay? This is a person who has autism, that has severe mental issues, but it's kind of a guide on the internet how to not act. So, after that overflow of information, many people became aware of Christian Weston Chandler. He then started to get more attention of girls, alright? And there are different timelines and sagas about his love life, even of him having intercourse with a sex doll calling out the name of one of these girlfriends that turned out to be a 13-year-old boy, basically catfishing him. There was a fire at one point in this house because he's a massive hoarder. A firefighter got slightly injured. He then decided to transition. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. He then also decided to threaten the people who hated him that he would stop with the webcomic, which is basically the most precious thing he had. He got into financial trouble where he decided to sell off some of his most iconic items that he had in the back, like a Sonic figure he molded himself out of clay. I don't think he sold his Sonic Chew necklace. He basically make a Sonic Chew necklace. He gave that to his girlfriend. That girlfriend that a dude then cut up and burned it. And yeah, I think that's everybody. Even in schools, they should teach about Christian Weston Chandler on just how not to act on the internet. That's just basic nowadays with the overflown data that we have today, the oversharing that we have today. Maybe it's better to teach kids in schools how to not act on the internet. It's one of these stories that, looking back at it, it's actually really, really sad. You know, this guy that has basically just autism and just get completely destroyed. Although, I have to say, some of the bad doing he deserved. He constantly begging for money and is proven to not pay the bills, but rather get gold chains and jewelry and all that stuff. So he is to blame. Okay, he's to blame. He had his own wrongdoings. I don't know. It's just a little scary, okay? Massive respect to 4chan for what they ever do. I go on 4chan myself. I'm more of a lurker than a poster, but yeah, it's just a weird story it's one of a kind, and you should be teaching this to kids on how to not act on the internet. Because I don't think that something like this will ever repeat. It's just unique. But yeah, I think to conclude my point on why I'm scared of the internet, it's because something like this can happen to anybody. You know, you get some small haters and you want to fight them, and you just drown yourself in oversharing informations. So yeah, I don't know, I feel kind of weird talking about Christian Chandler because it's just so much to unpack. But if you want to know more about that, I think you have to put on the detective hat and go scavenge on your own, because it's such a massive overflow of information about him, his stories, what happened to him, how he did everything, his entire life. Imagine you documented your entire life on internet. So it's a lot to unpack, and with that, don't overshare your data on the internet. I try to make YouTube videos about stuff that I'm interested in. And yeah, stay safe in these challenging times, wash your hands, and hope you guys enjoyed this short little video about Christian Weston Chandler, or Christine Weston Chandler, how she prefers to be called nowadays. I don't actually know if the webcomic is still going on. Please tell me. I would be really interested in knowing. But yeah, that's it, and see you tomorrow. See ya.